Hi Tarot friends, welcome back to the next installment in my Walking Through the Tarot series. So far we have gone through the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Empress. And in this video we're going to go through the Emperor. Let's just see if I can make this a bit bigger. Okay. All right, so as with all the other videos, I will start with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So this one is the Radiant Wise Spirit, and I'm going to read some of the card meanings that we've gotten from different sources. That would be both the guidebooks for the different cards, as well as other sources such as Kitchen Table Tarot and sources of other books like that. So in terms of the Emperor, let's actually start with the Rider-Waite-Smith version. Says stability, power, aid, protection, conviction, reason. A mature man with conviction and the ability to execute plans and ideas. He maintains an overview of all situations with stability, control, and reason. Let's look at the Hidden Realms version. This says, this card tells you of your power and authority. This is a time of creativity, stability in your own life that can affect the lives of others. Own this power and be mindful of the responsibility that comes with it. Before taking action, consider the desired end result and make a plan that achieves it while bringing the greatest good and doing the least harm. Rely on past experience and use logic to review possible consequences and outcomes. Be fair in your decisions and realize that compassion is a subtle but important ingredient of justice. Recognizing your power is necessary. Remaining humble is imperative. All right. So the Spiral Tarot says self-discipline, becoming your own authority, having responsibility and control, father issues, ruthlessness. The Tarot Muha says leadership, fatherly protection, power, authority, man-made civilization, male sexuality, carrying through once a decision is made. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. The Game of Thrones, the patriarch, authority, protection, support, courage, order, structure, stability. In regards to a question, the card gives a yes in relation to finances, work, offers, and projects, and it shows that disputes are resolved. It also signifies support, trust, and order after a period of chaos or uncertainty. Carrying on, the Everyday Witch has quite a significant description here. It says, strength lies not in might, but in experience, and the wisdom that comes from it. Lead, and others will follow. He is definitely someone you want on your side, but be wary, since he can be harsh when he is sure he knows what is right for others, and they refuse to do things his way. Usually he can be benevolent, but occasionally heavy-handed or oppressive. So if the card is clearly meant to be you, it may be a suggestion to embrace your own strength or to bring more order to your world. It can also be a hint that maybe you're a bit too determined to have your way. If it indicates a strong man in your life, is he someone you can depend on? If so, you can relax a bit about whatever is worrying you, knowing he's on your side. On the other hand, the Emperor could indicate someone who thinks he's the boss of you when he's not in reality. If someone is trying to force you into a mold you don't fit, it may be time to open your eyes to the situation and find a way to regain your own personal power. Okay, and then let's just look at the Crow Tarot. So element is fire, Father-like, authority, fair-minded, wisdom, protective. Brings a solid foundation of order and rules that provide security and stability. His energy brings order to chaos. He's a strong leader who commands devotion through wisdom and integrity. Channel his energy in times of uncertainty. This fearless determination and expertise will help you manifest success. On the shadow side, arrogance or overconfidence are getting in the way, and you risk losing the respect you crave. Okay, so that is that is all the definitions I'll go through at this point. But you get the idea in terms of a father figure, stability, logic, order, the order, the rule of law. And let's look at some of the other cards. The Gilded, the Zombie, the Art History for Past Lives, Tarot de la Nuit, Santa Muerte, John Bauer, Game of Thrones. Whoops. Vice versa. So this is the front. And then they also provide a view from the back. The Everyday Witch. I love the puppy sleeping. That's the back. The Housewives Tarot. The Revelations Tarot. So this is upright. And you can also read it reversed. The Mermaid Tarot. I'm going through these fairly quickly because I think that if you're interested in analyzing in more detail or comparing in more detail what these look like as compared to the RWS, you can simply pause the video. The Joie de Vivre. The Fountain Tarot. The Wild Unknown. The Spiral Tarot. Mystic Mondays. Such an interesting card. Shadowscapes. I think he's wearing armor on his hands. Dame Darcy. Aquarian. The Muse Tarot. The Emerging Toronto Artists Tarot. Dark Mansion. Chicoli. Mystical Manga. Crystal Visions. Pagan Otherworlds. The New Mythic. The Crow Tarot. Just for fun, the Spirit of Halloween Tarot. And the last RWS based, see if I can can get this all in frame here. Here the Emperor is called the Teacher, sitting on a stack of books. What does it say? This bridge called my back. Interesting. I love the backs of these cards. Anyway, so there we go. They're quite, you know, again, if you consider that the art changes the meanings, you know, this one in particular would be a little different maybe than the RWS. And next, I would like to go through the ancient Italian and Marseille style, from whence the RWS came. So this one here is the Sopraffino deck. I love this deck so much. And let's just see what it says for these decks. I'm going to read from the Tarot Classic book by Stuart Kaplan. This card represents worldly power, accomplishment, confidence, wealth, stability, authority, indomitable spirit, leadership, war-making tendencies, a go-getter, paternity, father, brother, husband, male influence, direct pressure, conviction, domination of intelligence and reason over emotion and passion, strength, patriarchal figure, firmness, attainment of goals, desire to increase domination in every direction, strong masculine development, worthy of exercising authority, a capable person who is knowledgeable and competent, willing to listen to counsel, but then follows his own convictions. In terms of the shadow side, the reverse meaning of this card is immaturity, ineffectiveness, lack of strength, indecision, inability, weak character, feebleness, failure to control petty emotions. All right, well, they're not super different. Obviously, they're facing in different directions. They're both holding their staff. Well, I'm not sure what it is that he's holding in his other hand. And instead of rams, I guess those are, there's an eagle. And he's wearing armor underneath that cape, whereas he does not look like he's wearing armor, other than maybe this breastplate perhaps. But he's resting one foot on a cushion. So slightly different meanings. Okay, let's go. Tarot of the Master. Not that different again, and similar to the Sopraffino. You know, he's got one foot up, one foot a little bit lower, as if he is ready to get up and go address something, whereas this guy is just kind of sitting there. And let's look at the one JJ Swiss, where again he's not seated all the way, right? He looks like he's just about to get up. And let's go to the Tarot de Marseille. Just going to move these a bit. Here we go. He looks relaxed. Very similar. This one is the Tarot Classic. Similar to the Classic Marseille that I just showed you. This is the Marshmallow Marseille. Again, very similar to the other two. And the Tattoo Tarot. Again, very, very similar. And that's it for this video. Let me know if there's anything else, any other meanings that you have divined for yourself or through study or through your readings when this comes up for you. I would love to hear. I am sort of cramming, I guess, a little bit. But I'd love to hear different people's different experiences of the card meanings, because I know that, again, the art does change the meaning, in my opinion. So I'm always getting from every single deck, I'm always getting something slightly different, even though I start with the base. And I think that's stood me in good stead so far. But again, I have been learning tarot for less than a year, so what do I know? But I would love to hear your experiences with this card, what he means to you. Do you like him? Do you not like him? I know some people have some pretty strong feelings about this card. Leave me a comment down below. What are your feelings? Is there anything that's different or anything that specifically stood out to you in the different cards or in the RWS? I would love to hear. So until next time. So next time we will reconvene with card 5, and which is the Hierophant. Slightly different than this card, perhaps, but in the meantime, please do hit like and subscribe, tell your friends, and I will chat with you next time. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, these are for me to help me cement my base knowledge of these cards, but I hope that it does help others, or at the very least, give you some pretty pictures to look at. And sometimes I do find it very useful to compare the cards from different decks. And so that is also part of this exercise. Until next time, my friends, bye for now.